Hello guys, it is Jead and we have some alleged robberies when it comes to the Liga team of the season. We've also got all 3 teams leaked, so every single Impact team of the season card coming on Friday we now have officially leaked. And it means that come Friday we might actually have something on this game worth grinding with the menu grind, with SBCs, with objectives. So let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. Most importantly, I hope everyone is doing fantastic, especially you eating the cereal. I see it at the back. We've got a Fri Williams on screen. I'm going to explain that for you guys to stick around to the end. That's going to make a lot more sense later why we just have a Fri Williams on the transfer list. But I hope everyone is good. I've just got the free Panini World Cup sticker book. Hands up, who's got a sticker book? Come on, we're all children. I've just got one. It's free in Tesco. So I'm going to be buying stickers. Panini have got me, man. That's what I'm going to be doing the rest of this week, as well as the menu grind for Liga, which I want to talk about, because it's got even better. But the Liga menu grind is only like a small, tiny part of what I want to talk about today. We get the Liga leaks with the Liga F leaks. By far the best week of team of the season, if you exclude Ultimate TOTS. But there's some huge robberies. Now, I think EA have a plan for it. I think EA have done it so they can bring cards out as SBCs and objectives so people will come and play the game. I think they know exactly what they're doing. In terms of what we got yesterday's content, like I say, the grind right now, do not overlook it. It is really, really good. TOTS Challenge 9 is for an untradeable Jumbo Premium Gold pack, so I don't really care. But Jumbo Premium Gold players, but I still don't really care. We then get Moroni and Cantor. They were the 2 cards that showdowns that got leaked yesterday's video. Look, again, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't really care. I wish we could see the percentage of the population on this game that complete these SBCs, despite how cheap they are, despite them being like super, super cheap. One squad, like anyone can go and do this. I reckon it's got to be what, like 0.something%. It's got to be really, really low. So if you want to go and do them, great. If they get the 3rd place star plus, they could be pretty decent. The only thing we look at when we get these women cards, in my opinion, is can they be lengthy? And when they're not tall enough, I think she is tall enough for 5'6", to be fair. And with 80 strength and 90 agility, pretty much guaranteed can't be lengthy. So I just don't care. I know it's sad how the game is right now, but game's the game. She's got great stats, the Moroni card. But again, I don't know how many of you guys are going to go and complete this SBC because she's got great stats. Can't be lengthy as well. So I don't care. You guys know me. I don't care. We get a Premium Liga and upgrade. That's what I want to talk about. We get the TOTS Frauen Bundesliga Challenge. That's for the objective. Go and do it. You get a small Prime Gold players pack. But that's for the objective, like the completionist. Just go and do it. It's so easy. We get Lamine Kamara, the best player SBC of the day yesterday. Again, probably another non-complete for me. Yes, he's only 2 squads. It's not that expensive to do, but like, boys, how many of you guys watching does Lamine Kamara get into the team? I put a tweet out today, and I said that I think SBC content has been okay on its own. Evo content has been okay on its own, but the power curve of the 2 don't match. Evo power curve is ahead of SBC power curve, and it makes SBCs feel redundant. That's just my opinion anyway. But we get the 1 of 4 81 player pick as our upgrade. Don't do that. No one do it, because what you're going to do instead is the premium L1 league upgrade, the Liga upgrade. Or you're going to go back to doing what we've been doing the last few days and spam as many of the 82 player picks as possible. They are still really broken. You can kind of rotate between. The grind for the Liga upgrades, or the Liga upgrade, sorry, is actually a little bit better because obviously you get players back from the pack, right? So even though the 1 of 3 I think is a little bit cheaper to do, it works out that if you want to like do a repeatable grind, you would go and do the Premium Liga upgrades because you get these 7 players back. Is it 7 or 8 players? Might be 8 players. You get back, even though it's the more gold putting in, the net gold you get, if you get what I mean. Like anyway, the gold you get back is better. So for a longer grind, you do the Premium Liga. I still think though that the 82 player pick's better. So if you just want to pack big team of the seasons, I would go and do the 82 player pick rather than the Premium Liga. But the Premium Liga even got the Nepo stamp of approval. He built 25 and it shocked him, boys. I mean, what can you say? Even got the Nepo stamp of approval. So they are actually pretty decent. And yeah, I don't know. I like the content recently. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's been so average in some areas. When was the last? Can everyone answer this down below, right? Just genuinely, what do you think? When was the last must-complete SBC? When was the last must-complete SBC? I don't know. Was it Sophia Wilson flashback? When would you say we last had like, oh my God, everyone in the community is going and doing that SBC? Royce? Son? I'm not sure there's been one for a long, long time. And these just definitely don't add to it. And the upvotes and downvotes is quite sad to see on pretty much all of these. Of course, the Premium League one getting the more upvotes because it's better. Who would have thought it, right? EVOs, the Evo on Foot GG, I won't even show you. It got huge downvotes because it's a silver Evo. And no one really cares about silver Evos. But what I will say is, If you are going to do a silver Evo, this is a better one. Like, it is quite a decent one. Go down to the bottom, you get polished pivot. It's repeatable. Basically, it's a silver Evo that gives some of the best playstyles in the entire game. It doesn't just give incisive and pinged. It also gives real nice playstyles like anticipate, intercept, technical, and bruiser. They've kind of done this on purpose to make a silver card have some of the best playstyles in the entire game. Yes, everyone's hating on this. What I would say is go and try and find someone that plays for your local team, whatever it is. Go and try and find a silver card or a blow or bronze card and see if there's someone that look decent into this. For most of you guys, there won't be, but maybe you're an Everton FC fan. Condolences if you are. But you get a Tim or a Gabunum who looks like this when you put him in the Evo. That's not that bad. Like, I get it's really boring, but it sets him up really nicely for some chains. So I think for a free Evo, it's not that bad. It's just really, really boring, and people hate things that are boring on this game. What was less boring, of course, with yesterday's, or even the day, but I can't remember, the day before's now, was the Maestro Unbound. I put it on my R9. I think if you've got R9, you have to put Maestro Unbound to get him incisive and pinged. He's missing Game Changer, which is very, very sad. If we just swapped pinged, it's not pinged, chip shot for Game Changer. Imagine that now. And of course, a third playstyle plus. But we won't be able to get a third playstyle plus on him probably for about 3 months. And Gauntlet is back. Probably the best game mode right now on the entire game. I know some people that log on just to play Gauntlet every week and then just don't play until the next Gauntlet's back out. You get a TOTS player pack from the 3 TOTS impacts, which is really, really nice. Double 87, 1084, 588 in there just from the bonus. And then from the actual rewards, a 1086. In this pack weight, like this team of the season, that's really good. What I would say is keep in mind right now that you're planning on saving for La Liga. I can call this in ahead of time. You guys don't have to get a crystal ball. I'm right here. It's going to be better players in packs come Friday, but much worse pack weight. So your guys call what you got, you gamble for, but 1086, and more importantly, not from the player picks, is actually the plays in this. Both of the players are semi-usable, kind of, not really. Once again, they're usable in Gauntlet. Like, you get players from Gauntlet to use in Gauntlet. It's a, sad cycle. But Lavelle is pretty nice. Lavelle's had some decent cards on this game and previous games. 4-star, 5-star. Playstyles are nearly perfect. You probably swap long ball for intercept, and apart from that, literally a perfect attacking centre mid. Or user is Cam. Even long ball itself is not the worst thing in the world. Maybe long ball for press proven. They give a perfect playstyle, which is very, very nice. Olga, they did not give perfect playstyles, but they did give quick step, jockey, bruiser, and intercept, even rapid. They give a really, really nice attack and fullback playstyles, but again, no one's using Olga on this game. Not lengthy, whatever. But Gauntlet's great. Go and do Gauntlet. If you've got some time on the game, two ways you should be spending it. If you want to go and get the best for it, enjoy yourself, is I'd say, don't stress rivals. Just go and do Gauntlet and do the pack grind with those 82 player picks or the Premium League and upgrades, and you'll get the best players, have the most fun rather than going and sweat and playing rivals. Like, why make this game more, like, hard or, unenjoyable when it can actually be pretty fun if you just do the right things? Boys and girls, if it feels like we rushed through content a little bit yesterday, we did. No one cares about yesterday's content. We have all 3 Team of the Season leaks, some huge robberies. We just got a lot to talk about when it comes to leaks. And it's so funny, man. Every time, we hate leaks. But then we get leaks and it's like, we're going to play the game on Friday. EA have us exactly where they want us with these leakers, man. It's so funny. But let's jump into these leaks. We have so much to talk about before we then jump into the market. And then at the end, by the way, I've got a new coin making method that's pretty decent, so I'll jump into that as well. But start with leaks. The first thing we do is we refresh to see as we're recording, did we get anything new? Imagine we get leaked. No, we didn't. We didn't get anything new. No one cares. Okay. The only leak we got is that fucking Liverpool don't want Xabi Alonso and they're happy with Arnslot next season. That's probably the worst leak that could have come out. Jesus Christ. I'm a Liverpool fan if you're new. It's fine. The biggest leak, though, the biggest one that you're all here for, VINI Jr. not in Team of the Season. All we need to know, deserved or not deserved. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm not a La Liga watcher. I watch Prem, I watch Champions League, and apart from that, I watch ASMR videos on YouTube. I just don't watch La Liga. But VINI Jr. looks to have been possibly robbed. I mean, if you see down here, he doesn't have the most goals. He has 15 compared to, for example, Dictator's 24, Marique's 22. Like, I mean, it's not like he's pulling ridiculous numbers. On the assist, I'm not even sure you can see him because, of course, Real Madrid don't pass to each other because they all hate each other. What's going on with Real Madrid now? I think it's all settled. Who knows? They lost the league, though. They need some serious change. But Vinny, he doesn't even come on there. But I think, from what I understand, he could have easily been a Team of the Season, and no one would have batted an eye and said, like, oh my God, Vinny's not in. Like, no one would have batted an eye and said it's disgraceful, which is the main point. Do you think, and if you're like me, that's coming as an SBC? I think almost definitely EA know that Team of the Season has lost player count this year. Whether you think it's been good or bad, it's lost player count, right? What brings back players to the game? Very hype content. What would be more hype, a Vinny Jr. Impact or a Vinny Jr. SBC? EA know they could get away with putting Mbappe in packs to sell the packs. You gotta have good players in packs to sell packs. But then put Vinny Jr. as an SBC. You get more players, more people spending money on packs. They'll probably try and fodder drain us this week a little bit, so that if Vinny Jr. did come out, basically you'd have to spend money in the store packs to get fodder. You know what I mean, right? That is the first main leak. Now, he is not the only robbery, and arguably not even the biggest robbery. There's still more to come. But talking of players who are not in, you got to talk about players who are in. I remember when Team of the Year, Claudia Pina, got leaked, and on this game, that was the biggest news since, like, Brexit or something. I don't know. When Claudia Pina was in Team of the Year, it was kind of crazy. Now it feels like there's just so many meta players on this game. She'll be really expensive. Whatever. We do care. If you pack Claudia Pina, fair play. But, like, she's just not, like, ridiculous, right? You mean Baby Goat Lamel is in as well. So, what do we think? Is that probably going to be the 4-play Star Plus card? We don't have official stats for these cards yet, but you would think that Lamine Yamal would be the 4-play Star Plus and join Messi, join Modric, join Vitinha as some of those 4-play Star Plus cards in the game. Probably the big chase red card, and of course we got Vitinha red in the red pick. So actually Taylor got it, but you know, I take that. She'll be opening my red rewards on stream next week as well, best believe. Kylian Mbappe is in. He was always going to be in. I had this theory in yesterday's video. I told you guys that I didn't think he would be. I think looking back, I'm stupid. Like, he was always going to be in. There's one card in the past 5 FIFAs that sell packs more than any other card in the entire player base, and it's always Kylian Mbappe. So, like, for me to try and think that they wouldn't put him in when they need to literally make money on this game right now, they were always going to put Mbappe in. I think he could be the 4-play Star Plus card as well. That would probably not be deserved, but EA would do silly things to that, right? Now, this one's really weird, right? Now, have a look at this. Have a look at this. This is the first time I've seen this wording. Ferran Torres is very likely to come as an SBC or objective. We might have more clarity on that even as you're watching this, right? What do you mean very likely to come? This, after all what we spoke about with yesterday's leakers video. By the way, yesterday's video, if you missed it, probably one of my favorite ones ever. Exposing the leakers. Go and give that a watch after this. But what do you mean is very likely to come as an SBC or objective? Does that mean that he'll come in the team? Or does that mean that if he doesn't come as an SBC, he's just not coming? I assume the latter. But the Shark is back. Does that bring you back memories to the season? I miss his season pass card. That Frank Ribery, that Ferran Torres, man. They were the cards. So Ferran Torres possibly is an SBC. And again, I don't think that'll be the Friday SBC. I'm still holding out fact it could be Vinny for the Friday SBC. We then, of course, don't forget, we get the Portugal League as well. So Pavlidis, Orsnes, we've got the Benfica cards there, and we have some of the Porto cards as well with Bednarak. Who would have thought after getting sold by Southampton, Bednarak would be in the team of the season for Porto. Kirior as well, ex-Arsenal, Froholt, Alberto Costa. I'll be honest, boys, I'm definitely getting to Unk status because who the is Froholt and Alberto Costa? They're not real players, they're Football Manager regens, but there they are. So we've got some Porto team of the seasons, some Benfica team of the seasons, and we're not even going to talk about that league as robberies, but there's probably been some robberies there as well. And here is the first official, not official stats, but official cards team of the season. It's the Liga F1. Some noticeable admissions with well, not the first, but the second big robbery I want to talk about. There is no Hansen. Now, Hansen, we went to dig in, has the joint most assist, is not the highest in goals, but she does have 7 goals as well. 17 goals and assist, and I don't think we've got it up. Have we found it? In terms of like goals and assists, she's top 5. Now, Pina and Pior are in. I don't believe Nazareth or Vicky Lopez or Hansen are in. Now, Hansen was the big one we were all talking about. Could that come as an SBC as well? Could we see on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, Ferran Torres, Vinny and Caroline Graham Hansen? That would be 3 ridiculous sets of content and would give us not only a reason to open store packs for EA to sell their fodder, but also to menu grind, play Rivals, play Gauntlet, get the fodder saved for at least one of those cards. And now right now, if someone said to you, you can do one of Hansen or Vinny Jr. or Ferran Torres, which one would you be completing? Because none of them are lengthy, so the good answer is none of them. Now, I don't know, I might do Hansen. I like the way Hansen's cards plays on FIFA games in the last couple of years. Vicky Lopez, another huge one. Everyone's been wanting Vicky Lopez. You guys seen she's had some crazy Evos. If you played against the Vicky Lopez Evo, that shit's scary, man. That shit's scary. So Vicky Lopez not coming as well. Again, sets up for some more SBCs and objective. Maybe we got a Vicky Lopez objective. That would be crazy. Put it in Gauntlet. Put it in an Barbo style tournament where it's really hard to get. I'd kind of like that. But in terms of cards, we are getting Payor, Pina, Putellas, Way, Athena, Patel, Brooks, Benita, Paulo Fernandez, and then cards at the bottom no one really cares about. In this, remember, these will be in red packs, 93 plus. We don't know the official ratings, but you can probably guess that this will be kind of right, mostly from what you're seeing. The only chase cards really here are going to be Pina and Putellas. Now, of course, Athena could be quite decent. You could have some decent stats on these cards, kind of like Sangare in the Liga Earn team of the season. But I really do think it'll be Pina, Putellas, and then Payor is like a kind of 4th or 3rd card. I think the Pure might have the 4 playstyle pluses. They could give it Pina as well, by the way. They definitely could give it Pina. They could give it Pure as well. If it's Pina, then you've got 1 card above the rest. Of course, Putellas is crazy. I believe Bon Matty's been injured. before you mentioned Bob Matty. I think she's been injured for most of the games, and it does mean if you're investing in these cards out of packs, and Bob Matty ain't going to be the one, I think we already knew that, it'll be Payor, Claudia Pina, and Patelas as like the fodder cards out of packs. When we jump into the next league, we of course got the Portuguese league, Dennis Suarez, Pavlidis, Froholt, Trincao, Zalazar, that's the coolest name ever, by the way. Zalazar is like top 3 names, up there with Zinedine Zidane. That is really cool. Alberto Costa, Araujo, some other decent cards. I just think we don't care. They're not going to be in red rewards. Maybe you're a Portuguese league fan. Maybe that Dennis Suarez card will be playstyle, 4 playstyle plus, and he will be insane. But like, I don't care. That ain't going to move the market. Ain't going to move me. We just not really bothered. And of course, the big one, La Liga team of the season. No Bellingoal. No Vinicius Jr. Who else have we missed? No De Jong. Again, I'm not the biggest La Liga watcher, but we've got Yamal, Rafinha, Mbappe, Pedri, best midfielder in the world, him or Vitinha. Well, Vitinha's got 4 playstyle plus, Pedri does not. Valverde, Oyarzabal, Fermin, Lopez, Marcos Llorente. You guys know that card could be insane. Him out of packs could be absolutely brilliant as well for EVOs. Kabasi, Garcia, Trumeni, Juan Garcia, Goulet. That Goulet card, you boys know about that Foot Fantasy. This has, and like we expected it to, a lot of chase cards in. Even a Thibaut Courtois, you just know, could be the absolute best goalkeeper on the game. Pablo Barrios had an insane starter card at the start of this year. If you know, you know. Marique is probably going to be really high rated, but, you know, it's not going to be great, but stats-wise could be okay. Like, Tchouameni and Kabasi could be really nice. Kabasi had that card right at the start of the year that everyone loved for EVOs. Even Fermin Lopez, we didn't really speak about. Valverde, and then the chase cards at the top there. This, in theory, should be the best one for red rewards. Now, like we said before, will the pack weight reflect that? I don't think it will. I think Liga 1 always has better pack weight than La Liga. Basically, I think this Liga 1 has been some of the best team of the season with pack weight we've ever seen ever, right? Like, I got Vitinha. People are getting Pacho. People are getting Dembele. People are getting Demone quite easily. I don't think we see that with the Liga. If we see the same levels of pack weight, everyone will have at least one of those first top row cards, which is just a little bit ridiculous. So, boys and girls, who got robbed? Who is missing, right? We talk about Vinny. We talk about Caroline Graham Hansen. Let me know right now who actually got robbed. Who should have been in? Who should not have been in? Is there anyone we've not even spoke about who's a bit of an outside shout that should have been in? Could we see? What do you actually think? Could we see Vinny Hansen as an SBC? I think, honestly, bring it. EA, just bring it. Like, we need something on this game that makes you want to go and do Team of the Season crafting upgrades. It makes you want to go and do double 86 packs. It makes me want to go and play Gauntlet even more because I want the fodder to go and do a Vinicius Jr., which, by the way, would not do him because he wouldn't be lengthy, but, you know, I'm just putting it out there. From all this, how are we making coins ready to buy ourselves some store packs on Friday? No, not buying store packs. Buy ourselves some EVOs on Friday. How are we making coins from all this? What has the leaks done to the market? Have we seen a market crash? Not necessarily. We've not really seen a market crash, but what we have seen is leaks affecting the market. Now, you would have seen at the start of the video, I had one card on my transfer list. That will become very important at the end, I will explain. But in general, I've not been trading cards because I told you guys in yesterday's video, if we got big, heavy leaks, this would cut the market. Pacho's been up and down, but he's been trending one way, and that is down. And normally, Monday is the low point for these cards. I think tonight, maybe just as you're watching this video, could be the low point. It's hard to call exactly, right? But we could see these cards do even better just a little bit later on. Let the leaks come. Let them sort of survive that storm. We buy them, and then they rise after sort of that hype is over. But I'd be very careful with 2 positions, left wing and right wing. I would even be careful just because Ferran Torres is coming. But if we get, let's say, a, you know, Vinny and Handsome SBC confirmed, that would do quite a lot for those positions. Now, luckily in the positions, there's not much there right now. You could say Chewinga, but how many of you guys are really going to go and invest in Chewinga? I guess don't. And if you're even looking at out-of-pack cards and old team of the seasons, I still would avoid left wing and right wing. If we get a Vinny SBC and a Hansen SBC, I think both of those are big enough to affect those positions. Now, the Evo, I've not spoke about, the one that's big one's coming on Friday. We do not have that Evo leaked, but I have a guess, and my guess would be central midfielder. Why? Just because I think we're due a big central midfielder Evo. That could be DM, that could be more attacking, like a Cam. I just think we're due a big central midfielder Evo. That's a guess, that's not like a, you know, of any knowledge, but I would avoid the position central midfielder, left wing, and right wing if I was going to avoid any. But I do think that maybe as you're watching this, maybe later on tonight, that's when we could see some of these cards be great investments if they've not already started to rise up already. As people have, you know, we've now got the leaks, right? Vitinha's already up 200,000 coins, although he kind of just moves with rarity, as you can see, 5.6, 6.1, 5.6, 6. He just kind of moves up and down with rarity because how rare he is. And of course, VINI, people investing in this VINI cards, quota packs, you know, this massive spike here. People thought VINI was getting team of the season all the way from 35 back to 27,000 coins. It actually went way lower as the panic sell went all the way down to 22. And like we spoke about in one of the previous videos, if you get a panic sell on the card, they will always have a small rebound and always sell on that rebound there rather than during the panic. But VINI fell heavily. One of the cards that, of course, did not fall heavily, who we spoke about, was Kylian Mbappe. But you'll see, right, Mbappe didn't actually go up loads. Why? Because Mbappe is pretty much confirmed to get team of the season. So him being confirmed to get team of the season, as you'll see, almost didn't do much. What actually happened was he dropped a little bit. I assume, by the way, if you got in at 230 point, actually could be a decent buy. I think if you're going to buy at 237 or 240, a little high, you really want the 230 or 220. Basically, what happened was people realised that it was pretty obvious he's going to get team of the season. They expected him to boom when the leaks come out, and then everyone already knew he's going to get one, so people just panic sell their investments. Kind of a tale as old as time. People panic selling, and that's why we always say selling the hype. Always, always, always selling the hype. Unless, I guess, it's an out-of-pack card, but, like, you're kind of in that weird sort of hype stage beforehand, before he goes out of packs. If you're going to buy this card now in the second dip, then you can hold past the hype into out of packs, and that's like a different story. Now, of course, we always said I think the fodder cards were better when it comes to these out of pack investments, and Pure's raised from 3k all the way up to 3.8. If you can get this card at 3.5, 6, 7 on bid, still think it'll be a fine investment. I just always prefer fodder, especially with these potential all alleged SBCs that come into the game. Always prefer the fodder cards if you're going out of packs. Now you've got the exact team. Hopefully, if you're going to go for out of packs investments, you will have already gone there. And not really one to invest in just yet, but is this the best striker in the game under 300,000 coins? He fell from his 500,000 coin price tag as EA updated it. Everyone sold him off. He was 500,000 coins for ages, so there was loads of supply there. Is this now the best striker under 300,000 coins? I have not used him in game, but I've heard very, very good things. So hopefully someone let me know. Maybe want to try out in Gauntlet even, because we can, you know, just buy him, use him, see how he is. But he's fell ridiculous. I imagine you will see a rebound on Endrick, but he's actually very, 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 very common in packs. As you guys know, if we're going with meta, when we go into team of the season investments, I always like to go with rarity, so I wouldn't really go Endrick there. And as boring as it is, probably your last time as you are watching this video to buy 85s under 2,000 coins at 1.7, 1.8, 1.9 on bid and sell them tomorrow night at what, 3,000 coins they should be if we don't, you know, we don't get anything weird. It's not crazy, but boys, honestly, free coins every single week. And during team of the season, having free coins to mess around with just to buy teams for Gauntlet, buy EVOs is really, really nice. So once again, 85s are the play. Get them at 1.8, sell them tomorrow night. And I did say I would end on that Fri Williams and one new method that kind of, I don't know, just to say thank you to you guys. I realized, I watched back one of the other videos the other day, and I realized I asked for likes, subscribes, and all that so much. It got so annoying, so I'm going to try and stop doing that. I didn't realize I was like even doing it. I think I just do it because other YouTubers do it. Like, it doesn't even really matter, but I just sat there asking for subs. So instead of sitting there going, oh, guys, please subscribe, we'll instead show you this new method, right? So I kind of lied a little bit. It is a bit of an old method, but it's kind of an old method that works slightly differently. So if you want some free coins, or at least to try something new and a little bit, you know, trading a little bit more interesting, special cards, chem style trading. If you've been around the channel for a long, long time, we remember we used to talk about this a lot, and it kind of went dead for a little bit. We've kind of almost come full circle. If you put Shadow or Hunter in and find the price where they're, you know, the absolute cheapest. So right now, Shadow's looking about 13.50. We might be able to up that a little bit to sort of 14,000 coins or 14.50. All we want is less than 1 over the hour or 1 over the hour. There you go, Francescoli, 1 over the hour. Basically, I'm doing this at an awful time, literally the worst time when no one's on the game. So I'm doing it kind of like overnight Europe and middle of the week. But this, boys, I found out the other day, doing this on a weekend, doing this at peak content times with Shadows and Hunters, even though Shadows and Hunters are like, what, like 500 coins, 600 coins each, because people can't bother to go and buy them, and people are lazy buying so many cards right now, this method actually works really, really well. So the Fri Williams we got doing the Shadow version, and essentially all you do is compare price back out, and it takes a little while to learn prices, but you're looking to buy any card that pops with a Shadow that you'd actually think people would go and use in games. For example, I'm not going to buy a Darun. I probably wouldn't buy a Georges or a Coot Miners, but if I got a Walsh at 11 or 12,000 coins, and as you can see, someone's bidding 13.50 there, then I'd probably buy that, because that Walsh is good enough to where some bastard will go and throw that in their champs team. And you can do it with Shadows and Hunters all weekend, every day at content. Someone said they made 400,000 coins of this in about 2 days. I can't remember how long it was, maybe 2 or 3 days. And because of that, I tried it again and went, oh crap, this actually does work. Hunter's the same. Just make sure that, again, you don't have more than 1 card over the hour. If you got 1 card over the hour, like I'll try and show you here. Okay, there's not one, there you go. But if there was 2 cards over the hour or more, 3 cards, 4 cards, add an hour on them, 3 hours, 6 hours, The compare price doesn't work. It just breaks the filter. You can't do it. But anyway, a really nice way to make some coins. The hardest part is learning the prices, but you buy anything at about 12,000 coins because a lot will pop at 12,000 coins, especially on weekends. You can sell it pretty easily. Even that one there, even that Fernandez Prado, we were slow uncle hands on it, but 13,000 coins probably sells for closer to 17, 18,000 coins. It's a team of the season card. There won't be that many with a Hunter because no one really puts Hunter and Shadows on the cards and then list them anymore. So there's not that much supply of them. And they always lazy sell really, really well. People buy cards of Shadows and Hunters on lazies so much more than the cards without chem styles. So give this one a go. Again, if you're going to do it at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., 8 p.m. UK content times. And also, if you wanted to make it even better, do this from Friday to Monday when it's weekend league, and you'll just see it do way better because people are buying cards for their teams. People are selling cards from the teams. You see it just do, it's basically way quicker. Boys and girls, once again, appreciate all the support recently with Team of the Season. There's so much negativity on this game. Like, every time I load up YouTube right now, you see a rant video and it's like, oh my God, this Team of the Season has not been the worst we've ever seen it. It's just not been the best by an absolute mile. And it's like, if you don't enjoy the game, just don't play it as much. Don't make rant videos on it. Maybe that's just me. But boys, have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your week. It's only Tuesday, but we will get there slowly towards the weekend. We'll get there slowly as La Liga Team of the Season comes up. We'll get official stats leaks, probably the entire teams by tomorrow's video, and we'll go and talk in detail about the official stats of the cards. Who's going to be the actual meta cards? Do we have any hidden beasts? But yeah, until that video, and until next time, I'll see you all in a